What's up, Flo fam? It's your boy Eric Flo. Flow with me, you know what I'm saying? I want to talk a little bit more about my traumas, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, see, the tough part about being woke, about not doing heavy drugs like Adderall, Percocets, or heavy drinking, or even heavy smoking. Like, this is not even really weed, bro. This is CBD. If you don't know what CBD is, do your homework. Like, this is only like 3 to 5% THC, bro. This is mad smooth. That's why I rock with it. Because, like, what I like about this is that it adds to my vibe where it could float with me rather than me trying to adapt to it. Like, you ever smoke some real serious mad or something, and that joint just be some crazy where you feel like you gotta adapt to it? Like, I feel like that's not helpful, especially if you using it to try to, you know, get you to vibe out. You know, I ain't gonna lie. Another thing I want to say real quick, right? I was on a train and I was listening to this Lil Durk song over and over and over. Like, something about Lil Durk, like, I can say whatever I want to say about rappers, but like, one thing I like about Lil Durk is like when you hear his music, certain songs, it really make you feel like he talking to your soul. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's fire though. And I ain't gonna lie, Lil Durk inspired me to want to do that the way he could do that, but in my own way. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way he could just like melodize like that, and just, for example, like, go listen to the song Hearing Sirens. He's like, sirens and sirens and sirens and sirens. I love loved ones, the violence, the violence, the violence, the violence, the violence. Like, he was just talking some pain, like, and it's like, I want to be able to do that for the world without having to say what he said in the beginning, something about he popped 2 Adderalls, and I'm like, damn, that's all that's missing. Like, if people could come out with music that you could feel like that, and you don't gotta, like, you could put the frequency on and put like 432 hertz, whatever, so people could really play that. You put a message in it and you could vibe out like that. Like, that's my game plan with the music, just to like take the inspiration I take from people like Lil Durk and then tweak it and make it spiritual. You know what I'm saying? That's my goal with music. I want people to listen to me and feel. I want people to listen to me one day and be like this. You know that feeling where you just like, you know what I'm saying? I want people to feel that from every song I drop if I can, bro, for real. So let's talk about some of this pain, right? Like, see, what I was going to say, like, what's the tough part about being woke is that when you sober, you woke, you got to really see everything for what it really is, bro. Like, sometimes I just be fumbling through thoughts of just like things that traumatized me. Like, I remember when I was a kid, I watched my uncle put out, you know, my auntie, you know what I'm saying? Like, and my cousin, that's not really my cousin because he was, like, that's not really my aunt, obviously. My uncle is my family, and my aunt, I called her my aunt because that was his wife. You know what I'm saying? That's just what families do for some weird reason. Even though technically your aunt is really only your mom's sister or your dad's sister. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why it's like that, but correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong as well, but it's like, that's one of the most vivid memories I have of their relationship. It's just that it's a vivid memory of me just standing on the porch with my little cousin, that's her son, so it's not really my blood, but that was my man's, that was my best friend. But then it tarnished our relationship and made it weird because now my uncle is abusing his mom, allegedly, in GTA. You know, I'm going to talk about this life stuff, but I'm never going to be snitching on nobody. Allegedly with everything, I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? And I seen how much respect my uncle got in the family. Like, he would never come through, but the once in a blue moon when he came through, everybody was so happy to see him. Everybody always talked about how crazy he was and how if he was having a bad day and he saw somebody laughing, even if they wasn't laughing at him, he oppressed them. You you know what I'm saying, or hear blackout. They called them the ticking time bomb, you know what I'm saying? And I used to want to be like my uncle, you know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to be known as somebody that was crazy, because I grew up and I was not crazy. I was opposite of crazy. I was soft most of my life. You know what I'm saying? My first day of middle school, I don't know if I told y'all this. Mind you, we just moved to the hood, right? We moved to Marhaven Projects when I was in 3rd grade. We came from a homeless shelter where it was rats and roaches that it was rats that you could literally hear. We was in a family shelter. The family shelter we was in there for like 6 months to a year, somewhere around there, somewhere like uptown in the Bronx. Had to stay in there because I think prior to that we were staying with my mom's other boyfriend before that, and that dude used to bully me too. I could remember he used to do some funny stuff where like he'd sit on the couch, have his legs open, then I put my legs in between like his, you know what I'm saying? And then he'll just lock his legs back and both my arms is trapped. And I'd be like, leave me alone, stop. And then he'll have company over, be teasing me. And I'm just like, yo, bro, like doing funny stuff. Like, yeah, I'd have had some weird experiences, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, one thing is that's what's tough. Like, that's what make you feel like you have to do things like always listen to frequencies, or you just gotta at least take the time to sit with it. And what's tough about spirituality is you don't know how long it's gonna take to sit with all of this stuff, to allow it to process, and for you to find the right way to finally go about it, because we've been distracting ourselves for so long to not properly face stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be it's gonna be maybe even it's gonna be a long journey, bro. It's gonna be a long journey, bro. Having to process all the mistakes that you make, and then having to process the way you grew up and why that could have had an effect on who you are. So then you think that you are who you are because of you, but really you are who you are because of the world that we live in, the influence that other people had in your life, the friends that you had, that you allowed to, like, yo, you got to watch who you around, because they going to influence you whether you like it or not. That's what I don't like about being in a relationship with a female that claims that she cannot control her emotions. Because now that's going to inspire me to lose control over my emotions, because I'm trying to do the right thing all the time, and you over here just, you got the right to lash out just because you a woman, because you emotional. And then I got to turn around and always pick up and sweep up the mess that we made because of you wanting to be emotional. But then when I try to hold you accountable for being emotional, now I'm the bad guy too now, because I'm supposed to understand that you're emotional. No, what the problem is that you done probably dealt with sucker dudes that allows you to get away with mad stuff because you just a woman that's pretty, that apparently got good poom and all that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, but in turn, it really just is that dudes have no control over their lust. Dudes be thinking like, yo, shorty get on my nerves and all that, but the dating world is trash. These dating apps is trash. So now I got to cut shorty off and stand my ground. But now I got to sacrifice this poom that I was getting. You know what I'm saying? That's tough to just throw that away. Like, especially when you don't have no control over your lust. It's tough to just, like, people would probably try to come at me if I was to get back with shorty. But yet, you the same person that understand that getting over a no-fap addiction is hard. You know what I'm saying? But yet, I'm wrong for, you know what I'm saying, having a little bit of a you know, wanting to get some poom addiction. Like, that's tough too. That's tough to just throw poom away like that. Like, get out of here. Like, I know it's dudes out here that don't want to be messing with certain women that they messing with, but just to throw poom away like that carelessly, like, it just feel like, nah, like, it's all I'm gonna do is throw it away, and then some other dude is gonna catch it. Give me that. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, give me that. And another dude gonna catch it, and he's just gonna play his position and not take nothing personal. He not gonna get emotional about nothing, because he not really even trying to kid a bill with her. He just want to get what he want to get, V-late, you know what I'm saying, and take from what he want to take from her. And they don't understand that that's why the game is the way it is. The game ain't the way it is because it's okay for you to be emotional. the game is the way it is because we know that when we try to hold y'all accountable, you gonna feel like you could replace us with somebody that is apparently understands you. But no, he just playing his position. But then when you say that, you a hater. When you say that, oh, what you think? You the only man out here that's a good guy, this, that, the third. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then to be woke and to see other dudes that's not as woke as you in the streets, carelessly moving, knowing that where they headed is whack to see that all the time. You see the pain that these young dudes is walking around with. You know what I'm saying? You knowing how far they willing to take it. Like, it's scary, bro. It's scary living in a world where people just got so much trapped up baggage and trauma where, like, the littlest thing triggered them. They ready to throw their whole life away. And having to be around people like that, bro, like, all the time, that make you have to feel like you got to be a certain way, bro. No matter how positive you trying to be, bro. When you around people that's just got bad energy and they just willing to throw their whole everything away because they in a bad mood or because somebody said something that they don't like, now they ready to crash all the way out. You looked at them funny, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you looked at they girl too long or something. Like, dudes ready to throw everything away. You can't even trust dudes that sell bud no more. I don't even trust block work, bro. Because how I'm going to trust that you're not going to lace this block work up so that you can keep on having me come back? Or women don't even be thinking about that. Like, how you going to trust a dude really want to come smoke with you? You going to smoke a blunt that's already rolled up and you don't know to never do that as a woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just mad stuff I could talk about, bro. Mad stuff I could talk about. Like, I called TC earlier. I've been bothering TC OD. Asking him mad questions about YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I just be hating watching them robotic videos about how to do this and how to do that. I just want to talk to other dudes that got their own channel that might know stuff. Because them robotic videos, I can't sit through them, bro. I be wanting to skip so bad and it's whack, bro. Like, y'all mad robotic. Like, stop telling me to subscribe to your channel. I know, bro. I know that I have that option. I know that I have the option to like the video, share it. I know. I see the buttons, bro. You don't have to tell me that. Like, yo, YouTube be getting on my nerves. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just whack too that I gotta let my moms go the way I did, bro. Like, let me tell you something, right? When that situation happened to me in the Bronx where I almost got killed in my hood, and I had to get low. I explained that to my moms, and the vibe that I got from my moms when mind you, y'all, if you've been following me long enough, you heard me not too long ago tell me y'all was trying to patch things up with my mom because I love her no matter what. It's so hard to just turn your back on somebody like that. Like, your mother, no matter what she did to you, it's so hard to just be like, iight, and then just, you know, that's hard, bro. It's like a weight, bro. It's tough. But I tried, bro. I tried building a relationship with her again. I told her about the Bronx situation. And she gonna go and act like she don't even care, bro. Like, the energy I felt from just like she ain't even care, bro. You know what I'm saying? She was like, oh, wow, that's crazy. I'm like, you're not even concerned for my safety. You don't, dang, like. But she was like, oh, I'm busy though. Let me call you right back. I'm like, yo, your son just called you to tell you that he almost got killed. And, like, I don't know, bro. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating, but after that happened, when I spoke to her like that a couple months ago, I hung up, blocked her number, and never spoke to her again ever since, bro. I just don't got it in me. The vibe I got from her was like, oh, yeah, that's what you get type vibe, like, because you wanted to probably be on YouTube talking about this, or you wanted to, like, you know, give me a hard time and get in my business with my relationship with him. Like, yo, bro, she would have been now. She don't even like that dude like that. She still got the vibe, but like she still miss my step pops, bro. And that's cringy, bro. Yo, bro, I went to go visit my mom and I went to go see my son that time. I told y'all, I don't know if I told y'all about it. I went to go see my son, I think like 4 months ago at her crib and spent the night over there for like 4 days. Slept in the same bed with my son, was cuddling with my son. Man, that joint felt so good. But she went to go They over there arguing, distracting me. You know how them heated street ball games go. So she over here arguing. No. She over here. Yo, see, I'm losing my train of thought. She over here telling me about how we was just having a conversation. You know, we was smoking, whatever. Mind you, I don't even like smoking Bluntvilles. I don't like smoking grabber. But I'm sacrificing that to go chill with my brother and my mom's. Like, and I don't want to put that stuff in my body. But like, when you love your family, you just want to do stuff with them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and she telling me about how she just recently spoke to my step-pops through somewhere where they spoke about. I'm like, oh, that's cringy, bro. That's cringy, bro. That's mad cringy. Like, a lot of my life is so cringy, bro. That's why it make me, like, the way I am, so violent. Because I got so much built up tension, cringe, and tension, and anger, and confusion. I don't be knowing how to process my own life. And imagine living every day looking in the mirror, not even knowing how to process what you've been through, bro. It don't make no sense to me, bro. It don't be making no sense. When my grandmother died, bro, I watched my mother change too, man. That's when I feel like my step-pops was really able to consume power over my mother. And this was like, I think my grandmother had died, like, I'd say like 2-3 years into their relationship. And mind you, their relationship lasted 10 years. And, you know, I used to watch my mom after my grandmother died, go in the bathroom every day, just being there for 30 minutes, just crying. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I didn't know how to process that either. I didn't even know how to process her death. Because my grandpa just died before her, like, from lung cancer. And then a couple months later, and I was just with my grandpa, like, you know what I'm saying? And he got the sense of humor. He was farmed, and he just died from cancer. Then a couple months later, my grandmother, I'm watching her die though, bro. Like, I remember my grandmother came through, my mom's combing her hair, and the hair's falling out. Every time she come through and they combing it. Then I'm watching my auntie and my mother just cry as they doing that, combing her hair. And my grandmother just trying to be positive and just like be strong. And I'm just watching that like, yo, what is this? Like what's happening? Why is she losing her hair? Like, what happened to her hair? Why would God take away my grandmother? Like, she a pastor. She preached to everybody every day. Like, why is she dying? Like, why is this happening? I was a kid, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. Like, it's crazy to know, like, I grew up in a household where I feared for my life every day, bro. Ever since 3rd grade, when my step-pops put his hands on me, bro, and beat me like a grown man, as a frail little 3rd grader, he punching me. I feel like he was beating on me for like 10 minutes, bro, wilding on me. That day changed my life forever, bro. Forever, bro. I never been so scared in my life, bro. Like, something happened to me that day. I know something happened to me that day, bro, for real. So every day after that, I was scared to death of him. Like, he already put the fear in me. And I feel like that's a tactic a lot of parents love to have. Is, oh, he doing something I don't like, let me put the fear in him. And some parents do it worse than others. Some parents do it their own way, but that is bad parenting. You know what I'm saying? Just because your kid not listening to him, you want to scare your child. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know why people feel like that's a logical idea to have. Like, oh, you not listening? Okay, let me make you listen. Like, what? Like, you forgot that this is a child? Man, bro. You know what I'm saying? I remember he used to have me stand in a corner for hours, bro, for like 8 hours. No cap. Stand in a corner while so embarrassed, bro, because he'll have his mans come through. They coming in the door saying what's up to him and all that. And even if I try to look to see what's happening, he'll give me that look. And then I'll be like, okay. And I just be staring at the wall for hours, bro. I guess that was my form of meditation when I was young. I had to figure out how I was going to survive this life living like that, bro. How? You know what I'm saying? So I used to be trying to peek sometimes. He'd be over there playing 2K, playing chess all day. And I'm staying there all the way till my mom come home from work. You know what I'm saying? For the littlest things. He might have let me play his PlayStation. If I dropped the controller by accident, he told me to go stand in the corner. So now every time I go play the game, I'm scared playing the game. I'm trying to play the game, but I'm like shaking as a kid because I'm like, I don't want to get him mad. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I'm shaking every day thinking about how I'm a boy, but like I'm scared to death to protect my mother because I know that he's willing to kill me, bro. Like I was thinking about a grown man killing me and taking my life from 3rd grade, bro. Because I seen the fear that he put in my mother from 3rd grade. When I used to go when I told my mother that he beat on me like that. And then my mother said, why would he do that? Like, so I'm like, Ma, hold on. You think I'm lying to you? You think I would just make this up? What, I don't want you to be in a relationship with, I want you to be with me or something? Like, oh, man. Like, it hurt talking about this, bro. I think that's why people don't be wanting to face this stuff, bro. Even talking about it, you think it's going to help you. Sometimes it just make it harder because now it's already, you have these thoughts that be processing on their own because of the life that you live. But now you talking about it, feel like I'm reliving it, and it's like making me feel weak right now, bro. Like, but it's all good, bro. This will come with the spiritual journey. I'm going to show people what the spiritual journey is really like, bro. You know what I'm saying? She ain't even believe me, bro. For 3 years, before he started really being aggressive to my mother, he was beating on me first. And then after 3 years, when he's finally started violating my mother and doing all that, you know why? I guess because he felt comfortable. Because he like, yo, I know he had to have told his mother. I know he a little kid. He definitely told his mother something. And she ain't do nothing, so she gave him the power. And it's like, that's what originally started making me have the thoughts like, yo, bro, what is a woman? Like, what is a woman? The fact that you could even sleep good at night. Like, allowing stuff like this to happen. How could you even sleep good at night? But why? Because of what? Like, I don't even get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you watch me, you see me suffering. Like, I'm your child. You ain't even see, like, you're supposed to be paying attention to your child so you can see patterns and why your child is changing and moving a certain way. You're not even paying attention to me like that. I could have ended up anywhere. I could have ended up killing myself for real. Like, I got a cut on my face, bro. From when I was a kid, I wanted attention so bad from my mom to care about me. I cut my face just to get her to see that I was going through it. But when I was about to slit my throat with the razor. I was standing in the mirror about this because my moms and my step-pops over there arguing, and I went in the bathroom, had the razor. I was just like, and I just couldn't do it. I was so mad that I couldn't do it that I just cut my face. And I was like 13, 14 when I did that. Probably between 12 and 14. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when I went to middle school, she made me dress up in a suit. I don't know why, but she made me put on a whole tuxedo. And from then on is when I started getting people like fronting on me in school, because I got into a fight literally a couple days after that. Like, people was already looking at me like I was fooled, bro. Because that's what the trenches is like. Once they see that you... Because think about it. We all going through trauma. We all in the trenches growing up with bad parents and all that. People looking for outlets and all that. People walk around with anger. You know what I'm saying? So we can't do nothing to our parents. So the littlest thing somebody else do to you that's your age or that's your height or that you could do something to get it out, like, you're going to do it. That's why people get jumped. That's why people get stabbed. People get shot for nothing. That's why people pick on people and bully people, like, because you just got all this, you don't know how to process your own life and you just lost, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I just want to chop it up with y'all about that a little bit, man. Like, I appreciate y'all hearing me out. If y'all listen to this whole length of the video, drop a 722. If you got anything in your life that, you know, that you went through that you don't understand, that's traumatizing and all that, write it in the comments. You can holler at me in the Gmail. Everything you need to know is in my description. If you want me to make a video about something you want me to talk about that you went through and all that, and I could give you some advice or, like, you know what I'm saying, give you some support on a video, I got you. Just holler at me, bro. Flow family, flow out. Peace and love, y'all.